Yo, what's up, guys? We're back with another video today. And guys, Kamaru Usman is going to be making his return to the octagon finally against Joaquin Buckley after probably like a year and a half of just not fighting at all. And guys, I'm not gonna lie, I don't think he's going to win. I think he's going to lose pretty badly against Joaquin Buckley, which is crazy to say, right? Because not too long ago, Kamaru Usman was the man in that division. When he was at his prime, he was genuinely insane. And what's even crazier is that I'm worried about him losing to Joaquin Buckley. No disrespect to Joaquin Buckley. He's obviously insane right now. But Joaquin Buckley, right, he wasn't really anything too crazy, right? He was losing to most of the ranked middleweight contenders, right? Back when he used to fight in middleweight. And he couldn't even get in the top 15. He would always like be around like the top 20, top 16, around that for a middleweight. But he never really could like stand his own two ground against these like middleweight guys. But now, ever since he's gone down to welterweight, he has been on an absolute tear, right? Granted, most of them have been old heads like Wonderboy and Colby Covington, but still, guys, the way that he's been finishing them has been actually insane and really impressive to me, because he's going out there and just absolutely demolishing these formal champions and formal contenders, right? And Usman is pretty much in that same category now with Wonderboy and Colby Covington. He's getting up there in age. He's 38 years old now. He just turned 38. He's not getting younger. He's looking worse and worse every time he fights. Granted, most of them are against top contenders like Leon Edwards and Khamzat Chimaev. He honestly did pretty good against Khamzat Chimaev. Like, off script right there, he honestly looked really good against like Khamzat Chimaev on a 2 weeks notice at an upper weight class, mind you. So I don't think he's going to look as bad going into this fight, because again, this is Kamaru Usman, right? And I do want to say, do I think Kamaru Usman can win this fight against Joaquin Buckley? Yes, I do think there is a way and a chance for him to win this fight. I'm not saying he's going to get absolutely demolished. Granted, I am somewhat saying that. I just don't think that he can go up against these new up-and-comers right now. Welterweight is at a completely different stage than where it was when Kamaru Usman was champion, right? Most of the guys that Kamaru Usman used to fight for the belt, they're basically like on a 2 to 3 fight losing streak now. Leon Edwards is now on a 2 fight losing streak. Gilbert Burns is on a 4 fight losing streak. Colby Covington's on a 2 fight losing streak. Wonderboy is on like 2 fight losing streak as well. You know, like most of these guys that Kamaru Usman was fighting, they're all at a losing streak right now. Pretty much everybody in the top 10, besides like Bilal Muhammad, are basically like new up and coming guys. They are the top dogs, right? And most of the guys that Kamaru Usman's fought, they're just not in their prime no more, honestly. And I don't know. We just have to see how he goes against Joaquin Buckley, because this is going to be Kamaru Usman's first time fighting one of these new up and coming guys, right? If I could trust anybody to like potentially win the belt back, apart from Bilal Muhammad, I think Kamaru Usman could potentially win the belt back, but I just don't see it, man. Joaquin Buckley is genuinely a monster at 170, right? First of all, he's at the peak of his career right now. He's 31 years old. He's also like physically incredibly good shape. He's very dangerous. He's got the knockout power, the KO threat. He's very strong. That's something I feel like a lot of people don't talk about. His strength when it comes to stopping these wrestling takedowns is pretty impressive. He's also a very short, stocky guy, which I actually think favors him a lot, right? At middleweight, it didn't favor him that much because the guys up there were just way too big for him. Just way too big. I mean, like, even like Chris Curtis, a guy who's like pretty small in middleweight, was able to ragdoll and beat up like Joaquin Buckley pretty badly in that fight. But at welterweight, this guy is genuinely too strong for these guys, right? And also, these welterweights aren't too big for Joaquin Buckley to deal with, which benefits him in my opinion, because now he's kind of in an even playing field now. I mean, look at what he did to Colby Covington, right? Colby Covington was regarded as like a decent wrestler, right? Obviously, he got ragdolled by Leon Edwards, right? So that kind of did not do any favors to him. But even going into that Joaquin Buckley fight, people were saying like, man, if Colby can take down Joaquin Buckley, things could change, right? Because we all thought that Colby had still a decent wrestling game, like decent, mind you. Joaquin Buckley completely shut him down, basically. Ragdolled him, beat him up, and just made Colby Covington look like an amateur, if I'm gonna be honest with you. I think also, I'm not sure if Usman's still in this game as he once was, right? Obviously, if Kamaru Usman was not as hungry as he once was, right, he wouldn't be fighting right now, right? Because he's 38 years old. What's left to prove, honestly? So he does have that hunger, right, to like fight again. But I don't think he has the same like drive and determination that he once had, like when he was climbing up the rankings to fight the belt against Tyron Woodley, right? I don't think we're gonna see the same Kamaru Usman that's gonna be fighting Joaquin Buckley, right? Joaquin Buckley is on a tear. He is hungry. This guy is so motivated to become a champion right now. And it shows in his fights after he just demolishes all these guys, right? Here's how I see this fight going, right? Round 1 is gonna be a very interesting fight. I think Joaquin Buckley's gonna go out there and show his dominance over Kamaru Usman in the first round. But as time goes on, I will say, though, one thing we haven't seen about Joaquin Buckley is his cardio, right? How can he go against a 5-round fight, right? Because Kamaru Usman has one of the best gas tanks in the UFC. His cardio is really good, right? And I feel like because we really haven't seen him fight in a 5-rounder, right? We've seen him fight in 5 rounds against Colby Covington, but that was stopped at like the 3rd round. We haven't seen him being pushed in those championship rounds. And against a guy like Kamaru Usman, who has that experience, has that high caliber fighting career, you know, I think that's going to be something very interesting to note about going into this fight. I think it's something that people aren't going to look into that much because, well, Usman hasn't returned so long. So, again, we also don't know how Usman's gas tank's going to look because he's also getting up there in age and he hasn't fought in like half a year, basically. So, overall, right, guys, I don't think, honestly, Kamaru Usman, he has some advantages going into this fight. Like, if I had to lay it down, I think Kamaru Usman's advantages would be the cardio and the experience right now. For Joaquin Buckley, I think he has the strength, the KO power, the speed, and just the overall, just the determination, to be honest with you. Just the mentality, I think. I think those are just pretty much Joaquin Buckley's biggest advantages going into this fight. I think that's going to be the decisive role for Joaquin Buckley winning this fight. I just don't think Kamaru Usman is going to win this fight. I think he's just fighting a really difficult fight, if I'm going to be honest with you. But guys, that is me giving my thoughts on Kamaru Usman versus Joaquin Buckley and why I think Joaquin Buckley is going to beat up Kamaru Usman. And I'm worried about Kamaru Usman, if I'm going to be honest with you guys. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think he's going to win this fight. I also forgot to mention, I hope, like, Joaquin Buckley does not use his oblique kicks that much because Kamaru Usman's knees are just absolutely destroyed by this point. Leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace!